welcome you back on the same platform, Shika. So, Shika, today we will be discussing a wonderful topic that is related to the activity which we have been doing for like 10 years, 5 years, or 4 years, whatever it might be. The subject is interview. How do you understand? What do you understand by interview? The word interview.
Okay, thank you to giving me chance. So, interview, it means
Hmm.
some where we were representing us for our special skill and also for some purpose because
Hmm.
over there, uh, if we will pass, then we can get some position and something for our future.
Hmm. Okay.
So,
So basically, what I understand for the interview is something is supposed to be asked by a person by another person so that
interview.
you can actually reveal the actual fact of your life to the other person, and the other person gets acquainted with those facts so that he will better understand whether you are or the other person is fit for his or her company or not. This is what interview means, what I believe. So, and perceptions might be different from person to person. So, Shika, how many times have you appeared for your interview till now in your life?
Okay, so nice question. Actually, I didn't appear any interview till now.
Okay,
And
so was it all the jobs that you acquired because of the word that we used to say, or people
written
uses this
examination.
kind of word is setting hai to sab kuch hai. Was it kind of that?
No, 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 no. So
Hmm.
in my job, there is no need to any interview. That is
Hmm.
only you have to clear written examination. After written examination, you can be selected.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So
Yeah, if you are fine.
you're
So
lucky candidate that you were not allowed to, you were not give asked to face an interview. But then you know what, even interview could be defined in a way when family goes to see a girl into another house, or the parent or the family comes to see the boy to another house when they are trying to get married to each other. So at that point of time, even the girls and the boys kind of think that, okay, this person is going to interview me. Kind of questions might be personal, but then they might ask the you or even the boys, so before getting married, isn't it?
maybe it would be. I
You haven't experienced till now.
No, I didn't experience, so I
Okay.
don't know about.
Okay. Even if someone is going to get married, like if someone is going to have a love marriage, still the parents would like their daughter-in-law to be interviewed for a while, what exactly how exactly what is she is doing, and what kind of education she has. S- Even if his son their son already likes the girl, still they would interview the girl. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into the interviews part.
Yeah,
So
actually, I did face both of them. Not for working and not for relationship. I didn't face any interview. So yeah, till now.
okay. Okay, I agreed. So like, in case if you would have faced an interview, how would you have prepared yourself?
Okay. So uh, that is right because in future maybe I will have an interview for any upper post in teaching line. So that in that case. We have some data about us that we have to put up like a resume and all, and a part of this some introduction about us means whatever they were about to ask us, we just have to update, we just have to prepare us to give the answer at the point and instantly without any break.
Hmm. Well, that's really nice that you need to uh, give the answers. You need to reply the questions to the the questions that has been asked by the interviewer, but still, if you don't know the answer during the interview, if you give a bold no to that I don't know the answer to what you have asked, that's really appreciated by the interviewer. The reason
Yeah.
is that you are trying to be real when you are not knowing the answer, instead of the person, like, in case if I ask you a question, if I'm taking an interview and if I ask you a question and if you don't know the answer, and if you say, okay, you know what, this is supposed to be like this and this. Okay, so these kind of and kind of fillers that you keep on using makes the interviewer understand that you don't know the answer and you are trying to fool that person,
Yeah.
and instead of hiring, he'll just kick you out. So it's better that you straight away say no to that. So um, I would just like to ask one thing. uh, Interview, what kind of interviews you have heard about, the interviews from your friends? They have appeared in some interviews, and have you heard about those interviews?
Okay, so in my friend circle, there is a they all are in teaching line, so still they are they don't face. But yeah, sometime I just come to heard that like some student, they're not my friend, but yeah, in my touch. So they're asking like for PCS examination and for in upper level examination they can be faced. So in this case, you as you mentioned, like some question already like they're not instantly without any preparation they can ask like some funny question or some personal question maybe they ask. So that is up to you, because if you don't know, then yeah, boldly you
Mhm,
can say that I don't know, sorry. And
mhm,
other than this, some common question that student they should be prepared for this.
mhm. Okay. So I believe that you didn't face any interviews, and even your friends who are already in teaching profession, so even they have not been like they have not faced interviews. So I'll just do one thing. I'll just phrase two or three questions for you, just like an interview, and you'll just appear like a person who is giving an interview. Would that be fine?
Yeah, why not? I
Okay.
will try
Let's
to
like
do.
it would be just like a game.
Yeah, yeah,
it
yeah,
would
okay.
it would nothing be very serious that you are going to be selected in one of my company, but it's just that you would get an idea of what exactly the interviewer does. Okay, so
Yeah, yeah.
Oshika, I got to know you briefed me about yourself last time. So you said that you were in engineering, you are with an engineering background, am I right?
Yeah, you are right.
Okay, so why did you switch your career to the teaching line? Like, you were in engineering, that's a different profession, and you have shifted yourself to teaching.
Okay. So because in for teaching line, that is one sector there. Over there I also wanted to work, and I want to know that how how teacher they are working and their real experience, because we already in our career and since childhood and till the adulthood we face teacher. So but how I will be a teacher and how I will be teach to students. So that's why I'm here and
Mhm.
I'm doing this.
Okay, so why did you opt for engineering then, when you wanted to be a teacher? Why did you go for engineering?
Okay. So yeah, because most of the time we are at the beginning, if we have no anything, then we just one line that something is better than nothing. So we started like this, and so
Mhm.
at that time, yes, I had something, but by the time I wanted to explore myself, I wanted to just saw many things, and I want to enhance my skill also.
Okay, like, you say that something is better than nothing. So grabbing an opportunity of engineering is like, you assume it to be something, and grabbing an opportunity of being a teacher is everything? Do you consider this way?
Yeah, as you considered, yes, why not? Because that was my job over there. That was private for, so government is better than private.
Okay. So government is better than private. So as if now you have shifted to the government job. And do you think like working as a teacher is much more easier than working as an engineer?
I don't think so. I just think that every job has their own perspective, and you have to do your job with, to be honest. If you are an engineer, so there over there many work, but if you are a teacher, so there is also some another work. This is not a easy everything. Everything has their own value. So we just need, and we just know that what is the value of these things, and do the you just give your best in your job. That's
Okay, Shika, we will go ahead and give you a job, but then still, I would like to ask one more question. Like, imagine that you are a mom of two kids, and when you have to come work, when you have to manage both of your kids to send them to their schools, and then you have to come to school for teaching, how would you manage the timings? How would you do all sort of things?
Yeah, sure. So because this is not only with me, there is many other working women. They are doing job and also managing their home. So like this, I also want to be a good mother and good teacher. So for this, I will try to manage everything at the perfect time of. Even for this, if I have to give some more time, if I have to do more effort, so I will do.
Okay, so you will do all sort of stuffs on your own. Won't you ask the your husband to compensate or manage or cope up with these situations that you are in your regular routine?
Yeah. Yeah, this is up to the situation. We don't know the next person who is with me, and their profession and their work. So how could I imagine that this person will help me? So
Help
that
you
is,
or
I
not?
always think about me. Yeah, how
Well,
could
well,
I
well.
help this other?
I would just interrupt you, Shekha. Time would let you know about that. Well, how could be that person be after a time when you get married? Anyways, so Shika, it was really a nice interview that you were trying to uh, get an hold onto the questions of the interviewer. However, it is not a real interview session where we are appearing for an interview, or else I would have just created different scenarios and sort of things. Usually, the interviewers try to trap you in the questions and just they try to know how easily you respond to their questions. You should not react to their questions, but then you need to respond to their questions. Are you getting it? What is react and what is respond?
Yeah, could you clear me?
Okay, a reaction is something like if I ask Shika, what are your plans today? My plans my plans I know that I don't want to reveal that. You might answer in this way. And the other one is like if I ask the same question, what are your plans, Shika? You would say, okay, my plans. Okay, I have planned the last day, but then you know what? I just wanted to. I didn't want to disclose it with anyone for just for today. So this kind of the way you approach to the questions is all about the response, or is it a reaction? Are you getting it?
Yeah. Now I got
And
it. Means
Mhm.
there is the polite, reply.
Humbleness and the politeness is a kind of responder. You need to be a responder rather than be a reactor. Okay. And even the reactors in the chemistry labs, we used to use the reactors which used to boom the other acid
Yeah.
or bases. So we don't need to be a reactor. So let's go ahead and just check online interview. So have you ever thought of the online interview if some companies are hiring as an online teacher on their online platforms, have you ever thought of preparing for an online interview?
No, I never thought, but because I never did, as I mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
online interview, even offline interview. So
Mm-hmm.
how it would be? So yeah, it would be more simple rather than offline. I think because you feel comfortable, you are at your home, you are facing camera. Yeah, this is something that you feeling nervousness. But rather than, I think the person who is giving interview that time, maybe he and she will feel okay.
Basically, when you are being interviewed by a person on one-to-one basis, on a live basis, I would say, not on an online platform, that is much more easier than the interview which happens on online. The reason is everyone is not used to the camera, and where people become camera conscious once they are interviewed on camera, and probably that's the reason, even if they are confident enough to deliver the stuffs that they have, depending on their subject, depending on their behavioral activities, still they are not able to give their best in online platform. And
So,
probably many of the things are required when online interviews is being taken by any of the company. Could you just let me know if you can recall any of the activities that you need to keep a track on before giving an online interview?
okay. Yes, once I read one paragraph related this interview and all. So over there, one person means one by one person they were giving their interview. So one person and the interviewers they only check their resume and they just don't ask anything that we will hire you or not. So after that, the last person when he went, so they
Hmm.
only just they didn't see their data and all, just ask we accepted you, we just hired you. So he shocked and he asked me, could you tell me means something, because before me there are already many people they went. So
Hmm.
could you tell me? So yes, the interviewer they asked that one thing that you did already, because the except you other who came here, they only just came given their data. But whenever you were coming, so at that time you were also doing all the things, because we are watching CCTV camera, and you were doing things like whenever you are coming, so that time where is the electricity on, you just put off, just sorry, yeah, switch off this. So you doing in a everything in a manner, in a good manner. Already you are not coming only for interview, you also checking the surroundness. So that is why we thought that you are good for my company. So that's
Hmm.
why we are hiring.
Basically, the online interview, when you need to get prepared for online interview, you need to just check your background. You need to check the background noise, whether someone is shouting or murmuring or anyone just sitting beside you. So these kind of things you need to keep a track on, and you also need to keep a check on the lightings, whether you are sitting with a proper lighting or not. And more of the things that these days the online interviews are being recorded, so you need to keep a check the way you are dressed, the way your appearance. So these things are really need to be taken care of. And I remember one of the interview of one of my friend, like I would just recall, it was way back, it was done in 2006 or somewhere around like that. So it was really a funny interview. I remember one of the incident, what exactly happened. His name was Amit Bajaj, and he's from UP. And the interviewer, he appeared for an interview for a BPO. So the lady, the HR, asked her. He presented his resume to the lady, and she asked, "So tell me something about yourself, Amit." So he just popped up and just said, "It's already written in my resume. Please
Oh my
see
god.
that." So the way he responded, and it was like when he came out of the interview room. I asked what exactly happened. So he elaborated all of this stuff, and he came out with a offer letter. So I was shocked even then, because he was very confident enough that okay, I said something which was already written in my resume. So I was true to what I'm telling. So
Yes.
this is what happened. And these kind of incidents quite happen during the interviews, and more of the stories would come out with the HR's mouth. So if you have any of your friend who is an HR, she or he will definitely let you know more stories, more comic stories that would help you to enjoy. And Shikha, today it was really a lovely morning, and lovely morning along with a lovely conversation with Shikha. So thanks for the time, and keep enjoying, be healthy, and keep growing.
Thank you. Okay, then.
Okay.
Bye bye. Nice talk.
Take care. Bye bye.